Welcome back. My name is Kevin Brandon, and I created a quick video previously that showed you how to create an auto layout button, which will give you responsive text inside the button. If you haven't seen that one, go back and watch that one. It'll help. So now what I'm going to do with the same file is I'm going to simply take the group button here that is not as responsive. I'm going to delete that button because I don't need that one anymore. Here's my next button. So if I want to make this button consistent in design, as I hold the Option key or copy and paste and make different copies of this button that I can use throughout my layout, I'm going to show you an easier way of doing this. So I'm going to delete these duplicates that I've made. I'm going to select my button, and the first thing I want to do with this button is I want to make it a main component. And how I make it a main component is I'm going to simply go over to my Properties panel and click on the icon here that says Create Component. And now all of a sudden it turns from a blue keyline to a purple keyline, and I know that this is a component. In fact, in the layers panel, I can see that it's a main component because it's got the four diamond icons here, and it looks like that on my desktop. So this is perfect. A little bit of housekeeping. When I'm starting to create main components, I tend to create a new page and paste the main components there so that I don't edit them by accident in my actual designs. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So in the Pages panel, plus create a new page and create main component, and then what I can go back is my page 1 and I can select this option, and I'm going to cut it, Command or Control X, go back to main components. I'm going to create a section here rather than a frame, and a section just defines an area inside of the canvas, and I can paste the button inside of here. So with the button pasted inside of here, I've got a new frame, I've got a section here, maybe I'll call this section buttons. I've got frame 1. Instead of frame 1, that's not a great name for a button, so I'm simply going to call this maybe button auto layout, just so I remember which one this is. There's my auto layout, and it's now a component, which is fantastic. I can go back into my page 1 here. My main component is gone from here. Now it's in the main components page, but if I want to add this, I can go to my assets panel here, create it in this file. That looks good, and I've got one button. I can drag that out. I can drag it out, or I can hold the Option or Alt key and drag copies of this. It's got the purple outline, which simply tells me that this is an instance of the main component. And I can see the instance in my layers panel because I've got only one diamond, not 4 diamonds, and that just tells me these are instances. So this is a good start. If I want to edit the text inside of a button, I now have to go in and click the button, double click, and I've got the text here that I can start to edit the text. It's great, it's responsive, but it's a little bit too much work for me. So what I want to do is make sure I've got the button created as efficiently as possible. So I'm going to delete this button. I'm going to come back into my main components, and I'm going to select the text inside of the main component. So when I click inside of here, I've got the main component selected. I've got the ability to come over to my Properties panel, and now that I've got the main component created inside the Properties panel text, I've got the ability with this polygon icon to create a property. So I'm going to click on the icon. When I do this, I've got my libraries. I'm simply going to add. And when I do this, I'm going to make sure this is a property and not a variable. And I'm going to leave the name as text, and button sounds great to me. Create that property. And now you might notice that nothing has really changed except for now in my Properties panel, I've got this purple highlight here that says text. Now what this means to me is I can now deselect, go back to my page 1, and in my page 1 I can select the buttons. And now instead of selecting the button 1 click, selecting the text 2 click, highlighting the text 3-4 clicks, that's a little bit too much work for me, so I'm going to select the button, and I'm simply going to come over to my Properties panel, and I can type in new text. Press return, and it automatically changes. So I can select any of these buttons here and type in whatever I want. Donate now, explore, whatever I'd like. And this just makes my life even easier as I'm starting to work with buttons. So I've got good design consistency. I've got the same rounded corners. The text expands. I've got the same padding on the top, bottom, left, and right. And if I want to go back now to my main component and change the color of this, maybe in the main components, I want to change the background button here. So I've got the color gray, change it to maybe a yellow. So if I click on this, let's go for kind of a goldy kind of yellow. There's my button, and close that. Perfect. Come back into page 1, all of my buttons have the same color now. And if I want to change anything, I can definitely do that. What'll happen is if I've made a change to the instance in terms of the text that's inside here, I can't change that in the main component. It's now changed in the instance. But what I could do if I wanted to is I can change instead of the color, I can change the roundedness of the button. I can change the font. I can change the size. I can change the color of the text in here. So all those things I can do. Now they've got a main component. And again, it goes back to creating consistent design. The auto layout allows for the consistent spacing around the top, bottom, left, and right. So there's a great way to create a button, create consistencies throughout. In the next video, I want to show you how to create some interactions with a hover state and a click state. And again, if I'm creating an interactive button, that's where I'm going to go next.